edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. All that and more coming up next.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special honor, and I'm happy to be here alongside you, partner.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be let out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
The thing that has always really stood out and impressed me the most about this guy, Mike, is how steady and reliable he is anytime he's called upon. You know exactly what you're getting anytime he's under center. Maybe not the biggest arm in the world, but I'll tell you what, he gives you just enough to work with, and he is capable of getting the job done.
Here's 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Rudolph gonna throw right away. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here's Rudolph. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Again, it's Pollard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is Rudolph. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he's in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Tennessee. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former first-rounder out of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
Mike, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag now as a starter in the NFL for Mac Jones. You look back on the success he had back at Alabama, national champion quarterback, Pro Bowler as a rookie with the Patriots, and then it just seemed from there his play started to fall off. Can he recapture some of that success he had as a rookie? If he can, he has a chance to restart his career in this new stop.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man, that's Duvernay.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The linebacker Jerome Baker there to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Jones. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing is Jones on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
So, fourth down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Rudolph. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Rudolph. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down and 9. Rudolph looking to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Etienne. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Working from the gun, it's Jones.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Rudolph. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Rudolph. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 92 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Jones. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Shotgun now for Jones. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
2nd and 7. Back to throw is Jones. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Jones. This one intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Folk now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Titans move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Etienne. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. To the left side in the hands of Boyd. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man is Boyd. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So on 4th down, the veteran Nick Folk will try it for Tennessee. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Titans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jags offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Jones. under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
It's a designed run with Jones. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Third and long. Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way forward to about the 30-yard line. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's Logan Cook now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Third and a yard. This time they stay on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. This was an extremely one-sided 1st half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Jones. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Jones. Duvernay with the grab. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Etienne. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run. It's Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Now, Jones. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Spears now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. To throw is Rudolph. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Mac Jones heading back out onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Next way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here's Jones to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space, gain of 7, inside the 20. They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars back within 7. It's 24-17. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Spears now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Rudolph. Down the field, he's got his tight end, Okonkwo. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Pollard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
He's got a man, Westbrook-Akine. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Rudolph. He's got his big tight end. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, Folk on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. That's complete to Etienne. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing now is Jones. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he will score! Game on! Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Throwing, Jones. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Now Rudolph. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Now Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They need one right now. 3rd and long. They'll stick to the ground. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get the deficit down inside of a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Well, every bit helps as they draw just a little bit closer.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead is 5.